I'm going to give you the perfect framework to handle every single objection, but first, we need to understand why it's so important that we complete every single step of the frame. So the first thing what we're going to do is acknowledge the objection. People need to be heard. If you just go in to handle the objection without acknowledging it, without adding any context to it, you're going to sound rushed, you're going to sound desperate, and you're going to sound defensive. So you want to acknowledge it, understand, and really acknowledge it, by the way. Don't just say you acknowledge it. Understand where they're coming from. Don't agree with it per se, but just understand where they're coming from their angle. The next thing we need to do is isolate the objection. Most of the objections you're going to get are going to be bullshit, and there's going to be underlying things that are actually leading towards saying why they said it. So a price objection, for example, probably isn't price. It's trust or value or something like that. So by isolating the objection, you will identify whether that is the real thing or not, and then you don't spend half your time trying to handle the wrong objection. Now we need to handle the objection. By handling the objection, more often than not, it's easier to get them to handle their own objection by asking questions. In reality, it doesn't always work like that, so we need to do it in a way that's going to help them reframe it with context without just pushing and aggressively trying to handle the objection. But finally, and this is where the biggest problems can happen, fucking close. At that stage, they're on the edge, they're on the fence, they need your leadership, they need your guidance. So go back into another call to action. Whatever your close line is or whatever you're comfortable in doing to actually go back in and close that person, you have to do that. So many sales reps do all three of those first three things amazingly well, but they don't reclose. And there's an awkward silence and you hear them say, no, I'm just going to go away and think about it. And then you lose them. Make sure you reclose them at the end.